Let's talk about temporal reintegration in Star Trek canon. And for people who don't know, temporal reintegration is simply putting your past and present selves back together so that they have no memory of outside timelines. Now, it only has happened to 3 different people in Star Trek canon. 2 people from the episode Assignment Earth from the original series. I think his name was Christopher and the sergeant, so it was the pilot of the jet fighter and the sergeant from the Air Force Base. And it also happened in Voyager with the captain of the Starship Relativity. Now, come to think about the USS Relativity, here's something I wanted to talk to you on about that. Now, see, because you got to understand that the USS Relativity uses high-speed transporters, high-speed teleporters. They can transport people not only through space, but they could transport people through time. So they have basically 100% effective temporal time-space transporters. Now, why do I talk about this? Because in season 3, I think it was season 2, it was one of those seasons, I think it was season 2 of Picard, they was talking about that Wesley was, okay, we all know that Wesley was supposed to have went off with the Travelers. Now, if anybody know anything about the Travelers move through time-space with thought. So they don't use transporter beams. They use thought beams, basically. And so they ended up putting Wesley Crusher as the head or supervisor of the Travelers. Now, if anybody remember the Travelers, Gary 7 from Assignment Earth was a Traveler. Now, if you also remember, Gary 7, I want to talk about 2 things that Gary 7 had. One, extremely long-range transporters. I think it was 1,000 light years that Spock had scanned that transporter beam. Now, the only people I know who could do that is maybe the Dominion on a small scale, but the temporal agents, people like Captain Ransom from the USS Relativity, they can do that. Now, the Travelers, they don't do that. They don't beam people nowhere. Another thing I wanted to talk about in that is that Gary 7 had a sonic screwdriver. No, he didn't. He had a sonic pen. Now, I've said many a times that Doctor Who is canon in Star Trek. Yes, Doctor Who is canon in Star Trek. That being said, it is more likely that at some point in the future, the Federation ran into the Gallifreyans where they shared temporal technology. They also was instrumental in the temporal wars, okay? And some of the technology that Gary 7 uses is based on Gallifreyan technology, like the sonic pen. Anyway, check it out.